The Lagos meeting was in response to a petition requested the presentation of relevant documents, alleging that they were carried out without adequate notice, compensation, or resettlement plans, leaving many families homeless and in dire conditions. Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborevori has charged graduates of the Delta State College of Health Sciences and Technology, Ofoma Uyeli, to deploy their skills in service to humanity as the institution held its 8th convocation ceremony. The governor, who was represented at the ceremony by the Commissioner for Higher Education, Professor Tonukari, congratulated the graduates on the successful completion of their programs and urged them to contribute meaningfully to society through professionalism and compassion. Oborevori also encouraged the graduates to pursue further academic and professional development while commending the governing council and management of the college for organizing a convocation ceremony after a long interval. A youth entrepreneur and activist, Joshua Alade, says the failure of the government to adequately provide for the welfare of Nigerians is a major factor driving young people to seek better opportunities abroad. Speaking on Signature Morning, Alade lamented that many citizens have lost confidence in government, stressing that Nigerians are now burdened with providing basic amenities such as electricity, water, and security, responsibilities that should be ordinarily handled by the state. He described it as disturbing that instead of empowering young people through job creation and skills development, security agencies often harass them for owning phones and laptops, tools he says are critical for innovation and productivity in today's economy.
And you know that you are a victim of police violence, you don't want to stay back. I've seen and I've read stories online of people who have young people because they have an iPhone or they use a MacBook. They are being harassed by the police. You don't want to be harassed by the people who are supposed to be protecting you, and it can leave a lasting impression on your mental health. It's also the same thing in the place of work. If I work in a very toxic environment, it's going to impact my mental health. It's not just going, when I move from that place and I go to another organization, the experiences I've had in the previous place will still play in my head, and it will require a lot of effort to make sure that I can fully be myself. So what is required is for the government to be able to fulfill the social contract.
Alade, however, urged young Nigerians to focus on acquiring relevant skills in information technology, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship to remain competitive in the global space. He also encouraged youths to understand and assess their rights, noting that this would help curb abuses by overzealous individuals and security operatives, while stressing the importance of proper life planning.
Most of the millionaires, people who are changing the world today, majority of them are entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurship creates that opportunity to employ more people. So I really encourage that every young person right now, one way or another, should learn a skill to be an entrepreneur. And for technical and vocational skills, there needs to be that emphasis on the world of work today. What are the skills that are required? How can young people be able to maintain excellence, and how can they communicate what they are doing, both to their customers and then the people around them? Technical and vocational skills are very important. People will never stop building houses, so we would always need tilers, would always need painters, would always need electricians, and these people are well paid. In the UK, they are one of the highest paid people. In the US, they are one of the most highest paid people. So those technical and vocational skills are not just technical and vocational skills, they are life skills. And I encourage every young person and institutions around Nigeria to make sure that we create a very good structure for vocational and technical.
The People's Democratic Party, PDP, Kogi State Chapter, has restated its commitment to inclusivity and progress in Nigeria, stressing that it has a solution to Nigeria's challenges. The state's chairman, Mohammed Gambo, made this known at a meeting organized by Natasha Avabe Group, Zango City, in Adavi local government area of the state on Sunday. Gambo affirmed the party's commitment to inclusivity and progress, stating that PDP is the solution to Nigeria's socio-economic problems. He emphasized the party's priorities as justice, fairness, and equity, eulogizing Senator Natasha Oti-Uduaghan as a performing senator. He disclosed that the PDP plans to capture 3 senators and 7 House of Representatives members in the next general election, stressing unity as key. The party chairman appealed to undecided individuals to join the PDP, citing the party's people-oriented nature. He promised the PDP would do things differently, prioritizing women and youths and making provisions for their empowerment. Still to come, Niger Speaker commends Army, DSS for dislodging bandits, rescuing 70 victims. Dangote, NNPCL seal gas supply deal. Stay with us.
We are local.
The international community is observing every
Just finished the thing.
Where the main market is in chaos. People
We are national.
Those in support of this motion as amended, say aye. Aye.
We have taken the vote by default.
We are international.
Israeli airstrikes.
Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment.
Signature TV, news in your pocket.
The Osun State House of Assembly has raised the alarm over illegal payments and handling of billions of naira from the state local government fund by a court-sacked APC chairman through the alleged machinations of the Blue Economy Minister, Boyega Oyetola, and the United Bank for Africa, UBA. The Assembly condemned reports of billions of naira of local government funds being paid out under the alleged directive of Oyetola, such as the 25 million naira payment to each of the 30 illegal APC chairmen, 12 million naira payment to each of the 30 illegal APC vice chairmen, and 10 million naira payment to each of the 332 APC councillors. Others are 130 million naira each to selected traditional rulers in Osun State, 13 billion naira legal fees payment to Lionu and Co., lawyers representing the illegal chairmen and councillors as 15% of deposited funds. Reaffirming the illegality of forceful occupation of council secretariats by tenureless politicians, the Assembly condemned the callousness of the APC cronies and the minister, lamenting that salaries of local workers have not been paid for 12 months. addressing a press conference in Osogbo on behalf of the Assembly on Sunday. The principal officers, led by the Assembly Speaker, Adewale Egbedu, warned of harsh legal consequences, as every illegally handled fund will be recovered and those involved will be brought to book, warning that UBA faces reputational damage and declaring that Oyetola breached the law by orchestrating illegal handling of Osun State LG funds. The Assembly, which particularly frowned at illegal meddlesomeness of the Blue Economy Minister, strongly asserted that Oyetola has no constitutional, statutory, or moral authority to control local government's funds, issue instructions on LG funds, influence banks, or direct security agencies in respect of LG administration. The Speaker of the Niger State House of Assembly, Abdul Malik Sarkin Daji, has commended the Nigerian Army, the Department of State Services, DSS, and other security agencies for their successful operations against bandits in parts of the state. Sarkin Daji praised the security forces for dislodging bandits from Mariga local government area and other communities within the Niger North Senatorial District, describing the operation as a major breakthrough in the ongoing fight against insecurity in the state. According to the Speaker, the coordinated efforts of the security agencies led to the rescue of no fewer than 70 kidnapped victims. He noted that several bandits were neutralized during the operation, while others were arrested. He attributed the success of the operation to the bravery, professionalism, and commitment of the security personnel, stressing that their actions have brought renewed hope and relief to affected communities. A public affairs analyst, Nnamdi Abana, says the recent measures taken by Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo to put an end to the Monday sit-at-home in the state are justified. Abana, who spoke as a guest on Signaturetv morning show, noted that Anambra State has suffered significant economic setbacks, including the loss of its ranking in internally generated revenue due to trillions of naira allegedly lost as a result of the sit-at-home protests. He explained that traders in Onitsha markets are largely staying away from their shops in solidarity with the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, rather than out of fear of unknown gunmen. According to Abana, the continued sit-at-home has ended up damaging the local economy and livelihoods, instead of serving as an effective protest against the federal government, which he noted is responsible for Kanu's detention.
What is going on in Anambra State is quite unfortunate, and as the governor, the Constitution empowers him to preside over the security of the state.
Yes.
Apart from being the chief executive officer of the state, he's the chief security officer of the state, empowered by the laws of the land to protect lives and property within his domain. So it is within the governor's right to make such declarations concerning Onitsha market, because what we have in today's Anambra State is a misnomer. Anambra State used to be the highest generating highest internally generating revenue state. But over the years, that internal revenue has dwindled. Why? Because of this subject of sit-at-home. trillions of naira, and they are lost any particular day that the marketers or the traders decide not to trade. Take for instance in the south in Anambra State, every Monday the economic activity is grounded. Then any day that Martin Nnamdi appears in court, the economic activity is also grounded.
Reacting to the alleged threat by IPOB that markets should be shut on Monday, February 2nd, Abana advised traders to disregard the directive and return to business activities to avoid further economic losses and possible sanctions from the state government.
See this instruction given by IPOB, from my perception, any civil servant or any trader, whatever occupation that refuses to adhere to the instruction of the state government will have him or herself to blame. I mean, look at the civil servants. Who pays them? It has been said that he who pays the piper and takes the tune.
Yes.
If the government pays the workers, the government has every right to tell the workers to resume. I'm not IPOB.
Okay.
Already, the traders are dancing to the tune of the government. So, on that particular day, I don't expect the traders to adhere to the instruction of IPOB. Rather, they will adhere to the proclamation of the governor if they don't want to run into trouble. Because the governor gave them options. Option A is for me to run down the entire market and put up another, maybe ultra-modern market. Option B is for shanties to be removed, the market will be renovated, some shops will be reallocated, and so on. The traders went for option B. So that will tell you that dialogue is already in progress and some agreements have been reached.
An enhanced gas supply deal that will ensure adequate supply to meet ongoing expansion projects by Dangote Group has been signed by the Dangote Industries Limited and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. The deal saw 3 subsidiaries of DIL, Dangote Petroleum Refinery, Dangote Fertilizer Plant, and Dangote Cement PLC, scaling up their gas sales and purchase agreements with 2 subsidiaries of the NNPC, Nigerian Gas Marketing Limited, and NNPC Gas Infrastructure Company Limited. The upscaled supply agreement is expected to support Dangote Group's Vision 2030, resulting in increased output, better and cleaner energy supply. The agreements were signed at the unveiling of the NNPC Gas Master Plan 2026, tagged NGMP 2026, held at the NNPC Towers at the weekend in Abuja. Dangote Petroleum Refinery MD David Bird signed on behalf of the refinery, while the Group Managing Director of Dangote Cement PLC, Arvid Pathak, signed on behalf of the cement company. Mustafa Matawali signed on behalf of Dangote Fertilizer FZE. Bird said that the agreement demonstrated the refinery's bold steps to expand its capacity. According to him, the agreement marks a critical milestone in the expansion drive, as well as a proactive measure to lock in vast energy requirements for the anticipated increase in its production capacity. Pathak described the agreement as an enabler of DCP's strategic objectives. He outlined that the agreement guarantees the gas required to support the drive towards CNG adoption as autogas and to meet the increasing gas demand as local production capacities are expanded. He added that the partnership also promotes the adoption of cleaner fuel for both auto gas through CNG and gas to support increased production output. Up next is foreign news.
Right-wing candidate Laura Fernandez has declared victory in Costa Rica's presidential election after preliminary results gave her a commanding lead and her closest challenger conceded defeat. The move early on Monday came after Supreme Electoral Tribunal said that votes tallied from 81% of polling stations show the candidate of the Sovereign People's Party winning 48.9% of the vote. Fernandez's closest challenger was economist Alvaro Ramos of the National Liberation Party, who obtained 33%. At third was Claudia Doubles, a progressive architect and former First Lady, who was just shy of 5% of the vote. Fernandez needed at least 40% to win the election outright and avoid a runoff on April 5th. The politician is the hand-picked successor of incumbent President Rodrigo Chavez and campaigned on continuing his top security policies. She has pledged to complete a maximum security mega prison that Chavez started to build in August, saying that it would isolate leaders of organized crime, cutting them off from the outside world. She has also advocated for mandatory prison labor and stricter criminal sentencing. Pakistani security forces have killed at least 145 fighters in the restive Balochistan province in a manhunt launched after a series of coordinated gun and bomb attacks that left nearly 50 people dead. The announcement on Sunday came a day after the attacks, which began early on Saturday at multiple locations across southwestern Balochistan and left 31 civilians, including 5 women and 17 security personnel, dead. The assault, claimed by the banned separatist Balochistan Liberation Army, BLA, prompted authorities to impose long-month security restrictions on the province, banning public gatherings, demonstrations, and limited traffic movement. The measures also banned the use of face coverings that concealed the identification of individuals in public places. Safraz Bukti, the provincial chief minister, told reporters in Quetta that troops and police officers responded swiftly to the attacks, killing 145 members of Fitna al-Hindustan, a phrase the government uses for the BLA. He said the number of fighters killed over the past 2 days was the highest in decades. China has executed 4 members of the Bai family mafia, one of the notorious dynasties that ran scam centers in Myanmar. They were among 21 of the family's members and associates who were convicted of fraud, homicide, injury, and other crimes by the court in Guangdong province. Last November, the court sentenced 5 of them to death, including the clan's patriarch Bai Shuaozheng, who died of illness after his conviction. Last week, China executed 11 members of the Ming family mafia as part of its crackdown on scam operations in Southeast Asia that has entrapped thousands of Chinese victims. For years, the Bais, Mings, and several other families dominated Myanmar's border town of Lower Kang, where they ran casinos, red light districts, and cybercrime operations. At least 12 people have been killed in a Russian drone attack on a bus carrying miners in Ukraine's southeastern Dnipropetrovsky region. Police said the attack took place in the city of Teretivka. Footage posted by the state emergency services showed a charred bus with shattered windows that had veered off the road. Energy firm DTEC said in a statement that the killed and wounded were its employees returning from a shift. Earlier on Sunday, regional officials said at least 9 people had been wounded in Russian strikes on a maternity hospital and a residential building in the southeastern city of Zaporizhzhia. The attacks come days after United States President Donald Trump said Russian President Vladimir Putin had agreed to temporarily halt the targeting of the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, and other cities amid freezing temperatures that have brought widespread hardship to Ukrainians. The Kremlin confirmed on Friday that it agreed to suspend attacks on Kyiv until Sunday, but did not reveal any further details. Russia said Ukraine had trilateral talks with the US in the UAE capital, Abu Dhabi, last month and are expected to meet for a second round this month, amid ongoing US pressure to end their nearly 4-year war. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Sunday that the second round of talks will take place in Abu Dhabi on Wednesday and Thursday. While Ukrainian and Russian officials have agreed in principle with Washington's demands for a compromise, Moscow and Kyiv differ deeply over what an agreement should look like. And that's it on the foreign scene.
Next is sports news with Christopher Lele.
With just a few days to the kickoff of Nigeria's FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifying fixture against Senegal, the Falconets remain in Ibadan amid uncertainty over the approved venue for the match. The Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) announced on Friday that the Confederation of African Football (CAF) had granted approval for a change of venue for the third round first leg qualifier, scheduled for Saturday, February 7, 2026. The match was moved from the Lekon Salami Stadium in Ibadan to the MKO Abiola Sports Complex in Abeokuta due to concerns over the deteriorating condition of the Ibadan pitch. NFF Director of Competitions Ruth David confirmed that the Abeokuta facility would host the encounter, noting that the decision followed an inspection of the playing surface at the Lekon Salami Stadium, which had earlier staged Nigeria's second round qualifier against Rwanda in September 2024. However, despite the Federation's announcement and CAF's approval, the Ogun State government is yet to give final clearance for the match to be played at the MKO Abiola Sports Complex. As a result, the Falconets, who have been camped in Ibadan in preparation for the fixture, have been unable to relocate to Abeokuta to acclimatize the new playing surface. South Africa has announced its readiness to host the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations (WAFCON) following Morocco's reported withdrawal from the tournament just 2 months before the scheduled kickoff. The 2026 WAFCON is due to take place from March 17 to April 3, 2026, under a compressed calendar that follows the delayed 2024 edition. That tournament was affected by global scheduling challenges, including the Paris Olympic Games. South Africa's Deputy Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, Pace Mabe, confirmed the development on Sunday evening, revealing that the country had agreed to take over hosting responsibilities at short notice. Speaking at the Super League Award ceremony in Johannesburg, Mabe said the handover had been concluded, leaving South Africa with a limited preparation window for Africa's flagship women's football competition. The tournament also serves as a qualification pathway for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup in Brazil.
Tonight, I would like to announce that South Africa will be hosting the 2026 WAFCON, which we all know that is a qualifying tournament for the 2027 Women FIFA World Cup to be held in Brazil. Shine, South Africa. So, Banyana, this belongs to us.
Morocco's decision to withdraw has come as a surprise, particularly after the country successfully hosted the Men's Africa Cup of Nations earlier this year. Neither Moroccan authorities nor the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has issued an official statement explaining the withdrawal. Super Eagles forward Victor Osimhen delivered a standout performance on Sunday, marking a major personal milestone as Galatasaray cruised to a commanding 4-0 victory over Kayserispor in the Turkish Super League. Osimhen scored his 200th career goal during the encounter, a landmark achieved through 165 goals at club level and 35 strikes for the Nigerian national team. The prolific striker was central to Galatasaray's dominance and was deservedly named man of the match. The Nigerian international featured for 82 minutes and produced an all-round performance, completing 88% of his passes, creating 2 chances, registering 7 shots on target, and contributing a goal and an assist. Osimhen has now scored 14 goals in 20 appearances across all competitions this season, underlining his consistent impact in attack. Atletico Madrid said they have reached a deal with Serie A team Atlanta to sign Nigeria forward Ademola Lookman. Lookman is already in Madrid to sign his contract, the Spanish club said Sunday. The 28-year-old played for Fulham and Leicester before joining Atlanta in 2022. He also previously played for Leipzig and Everton. Lookman scored 3 goals for Nigeria in the Africa Cup of Nations, where his team finished third after losing to Morocco in a shootout in the semi-finals. Atletico are third in La Liga, 9 points behind second place Real Madrid and 10 points behind leaders Barcelona after 22 matches. In tennis, Carlos Alcaraz has already broken a lot of records in his young career, but in Melbourne on Sunday night, he broke his biggest one yet. He battled past Novak Djokovic for his first Australian Open title 2-6, 6-2, 6-3, 7-5, and having already won the other 3 Grand Slam events, twice each, no less. The 22-year-old Spaniard has become the youngest man in tennis history to complete the career Grand Slam. The previous record dates all the way back to 1938 when the late Dunbarge, a slightly older 22 at the time, completed his set at Roland Garros. Having won his first US Open title at age 19, his first Wimbledon title at age 20, and his first Roland Garros title at age 21, it's only fitting that Alcaraz would win his first Australian Open this year at age 22. That's Sport News on Signature TV. I am Christopher Lele.
President Bola Tinubu celebrates late Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti on his Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Kendrick Lamar surpasses Jay-Z as most awarded rapper, and Oravi makes history as the youngest Grammy winner at 8. These and more on the entertainment news with Gwyneth Mokonta.
Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti has etched his name into history as the first African musician to be conferred with a Lifetime Achievement Awards by the Recording Academy. The honor was bestowed posthumously at the 2026 Special Merit Awards in Los Angeles at the weekend, a day before the main Grammy Awards ceremony. His children, Yeni, Kunle, Shalewa, and Femi Kuti, were present to receive the award on his behalf. While addressing the audience, Yeni Kuti thanked the Recording Academy and said she believed their father would be full of smiles wherever he is. She also recognized her siblings, Moturayo and Sheun, who were absent, and applauded her nephew, Made Kuti, for pushing Afrobeat to greater heights. Femi Kuti, in his remarks, expressed appreciation to those who have helped sustain and spread Afrobeat across the world, including DJs, media practitioners, their record label partisans, Lego teams, and fans globally. He described the recognition as a milestone not just for their late father, but for Africa and the global fight for justice. Fela shared the prestigious honor with other celebrated figures in global music, among them Whitney Houston, Chaka Khan, Che and Paul Simon. Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has paid a glowing tribute to the legendary Afrobeat pioneer on the award. In a tribute he personally issued in Abuja to celebrate Fela's awards, President Tinubu described the late musician as a towering figure whose influence transcended music, culture, and generations, saying the world had honored a giant. The president said Fela was more than a musician, portraying him as a fearless voice of the people, a philosopher of freedom, and a revolutionary force whose music confronted injustice and reshaped global sound. Kendrick Lamar dominated the 68th Annual Grammy Awards, sweeping all 4 rap categories. His album Jinx won Best Rap Album, while TV Off earned Best Rap Song. Luther, featuring Senza, won Best Melodic Rap Performance and Record of the Year, and Chains and Whip took Best Rap Performance. With these wins, Lamar surpassed Jay-Z to become the most awarded rapper in Grammy history with 27 awards. Elsewhere, Olivia Dean won Best New Artist, continuing the streak of female winners since 2017. Billie Eilish claimed Song of the Year for Wildflower. Bad Bunny made history as the first Spanish-language artist to win Album of the Year with Debbie Tyra Mass photos. Pharrell Williams received the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award, while Beyoncé remains the most awarded artist ever with 35 Grammys.
And we say, you know what? We're going to do just that. No cursing, and we're going to make sure that this song represents love. So I want to appreciate and give thanks to SZA.
I just want to say thank you to Kendrick for lifting me up. I just am a small part of this record, but what I really wanted to say is please don't fall into despair. I know that right now is a scary time. I know the algorithms tell us that it's so scary and all is lost. There's been world wars, there's been plagues, and we have gone on. We can go on. We need each other. We need to trust each other and trust ourselves, trust your heart. We're not governed by the government, we're governed by God, and I thank you so much. So God bless you, that's all I want to say.
That's right. So with that being said, we're going to continue to move like that. Luther forever. Cheryl, thank you so much. If you're out there listening, watching, we appreciate you at the bottom of our hearts. Luther forever. Thank y'all.
8-year-old American singer Aura V has made history as the individually credited Grammy winner in history. Her group, Futek and Aura V, a father-daughter, won Best Children's Music Album for Harmony at the 68th Annual Grammy Awards on Sunday, making her the youngest winner ever. Aura V broke the record set by Beyoncé and Jay-Z's daughter, Blue Ivy, when she won her first Grammy in 2021 at the age of 9. Blue Ivy won the Grammy for Best Music Video for her contribution to Brown Skin Girl at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards, making her one of the youngest Grammy winners in history. The song also features her mother, Beyoncé, Nigerian singer Wizkid, and Guyanese rapper Saint John. However, Saint John was not credited in the Grammy win because he didn't appear in the music video.
Give it up for the youngest individual Grammy winner in history, my daughter, Aura V.
I just want to say that it is an honor to be here today. I was not expecting us to go this far. Shout out to Leve, because I just saw her on the red carpet, and I got to talk to her for a little bit. And I know that she won a Grammy too, so congratulations to her.
At the 68th Annual Grammy Awards in Los Angeles, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande captured the trophy for Best Pop Duo Group Performance for their powerful rendition of Defying Gravity. The track featured in the hit musical Wicked stood out in the highly competitive field that included entries from Katsir, Rose, and Bruno Mars, Senza with Kendrick Lamar, and the animated group Hunter X with Golden. The win marks another major Grammy milestone for both artists. For Grande, it's her second Grammy in this category, following her 2021 triumph with Lady Gaga on Rain on Me. Erivo added to her Grammy collection with this momentous collaboration, highlighting her versatility across music and theater. Their performance-driven win underscores the Grammy Awards' recognition of genre-blending excellence and the enduring appeal of musical theater within the pop landscape. Nigerian-American singer Collins Obinna Chibueze, professionally known as Shabuzi, won his first Grammy Award at the 68th Annual Grammy Awards on Sunday, February 1st, 2026 in Los Angeles. He clinched Best Country Duo Group Performance for Amen, his gospel-inspired collaboration with Jelly Roll, which blends contemporary country with themes of faith, redemption, and gratitude. The win marks a major milestone for the Woodbridge, Virginia-born artist of Igbo-Nigerian descent and also represents Jelly Roll's first Grammy, highlighting the growing acceptance of genre blending in country music. Shabuzi received the award during the Grammy premiere ceremony and delivered an emotional acceptance speech, thanking God and dedicating the win to his mother, an immigrant who retired from nursing that same day after more than 30 years of hard work.
I also want to thank Jared Carter, Abbas Patti, Tina Davis, Gazi, Nima, Nate Stevenson, and the entire Empire team for believing in me. Thank you so much, brother. And everybody else, Sean Cook, Devin Sastry, Josh Klein, and TKG, my lawyer, Bob Celeste, and everybody that's a part of this, Harvey Mason, thank you so much. I have the greatest team in the world. Thank you so much. And again, the last thing I want to say, immigrants built this country, literally. So this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here. You give America color. I love y'all so much. Thank you.
And that's the entertainment news. Queenette Nwokonta's Signature TV News.
That's the news this hour. I am Uchenna Chimdi Oluoha. Thanks for watching.
Get plugged into the heartbeat of entertainment on The Hub, your ultimate show on e-vibes. From trending stories and social media drama to top charting music, must-watch movies and exciting moments from the world of arts, we've got it all. Join us for unmissable conversations with your favorite entertainment personalities, plus fun segments every week.
I should try harder, so...
Okay, I don't know that one.
Outfit of the day.
Oh, I don't do that. That's some Gen Z stuff.
Oh, now you say it's a Gen Z stuff.
It's everything you love about entertainment, served fresh every week at 1 p.m. with weekend repeats just in case you missed it. The Hub's on e-vibes, where the vibes never stop. Only on Signature TV.
New every morning on Signature TV, we open the day for you with needed energy, information, and required vibes to shape your day. From sizzling snippets of stories in various areas of life to intriguing conversations with net worth guests.
When you have people who have no track record becoming your leaders, you have a problem. There's no outstanding graduate when Obi took over from me. I left, in all the accounts of Anambra State, 13.8 billion for him.
Your day cannot be complete without Signature Morning on weekdays and Signature New Day on weekends. There is no better way to start your day except Signature Morning and Signature New Day every day on Signature TV.
Get plugged into the heartbeat of entertainment on The Hub, your ultimate show on e-vibes. From trending stories and social media drama to top charting music, must-watch movies and exciting moments from the world of arts, we've got it all. Join us for unmissable conversations with your favorite entertainment personalities, plus fun segments every week.
I should try harder, so...
Okay, I don't know that one.
Outfit of the day.
Oh, I don't do that. That's some Gen Z stuff.
Oh, now you say it's a Gen Z stuff.
It's everything you love about entertainment, served fresh every week at 1 p.m. with weekend repeats just in case you missed it. The Hub's on e-vibes, where the vibes never stop. Only on Signature TV.
We are local.
International communities observing
Why the main market is in chaos. People are...
We are national.
Those in support of this motion as amended, say aye.
We have taken the bill by default.
We are international.
Israeli airstrikes.
Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment.
Signature TV, news in your pocket. New every morning on Signature TV, we open the day for you with needed energy, information, and required vibes to shape your day. From sizzling snippets of stories in various areas of life to intriguing conversations with net worth guests.
When you have people who have no track record becoming your leaders, you have a problem. There's no outstanding gratuity when Obi took over from me. I left in all the accounts of Anambra State 13.8 billion for him.
Your day cannot be complete without Signature Morning on weekdays and Signature New Day on weekends. There is no better way to start your day except Signature Morning and Signature New Day every day on Signature TV.
Health is more than a diagnosis. It's your lifestyle, your choices, and your future. Join us on Inside Health, your weekly deep dive into the stories, science, and solutions shaping your well-being. From expert interviews to real-life journeys of healing and hope, we cover it all.
One of the complications of cancer management or treatment is they have some of them, at one point in time, you see them having anemia. Okay, so you see them at times being transfused. But at the same time, you come in with a diet.
Nutrition, mental health, innovations in medicine, fitness, and everyday wellness. Whether you're managing a condition, staying informed, or just living your best life, Inside Health is your trusted guide.
I'm Tigiti Agorom, and I'll be with you every week on Inside Health, only on Signature TV.
Bright and early as the day breaks, as the newspaper headlines trail the stories that shape the day, we at Signature TV trail the headlines.
Signature TV.
Good day, Nigeria. Welcome to E-Vibes, the entertainment show on Signature TV. And today happens to be the day I will officially welcome you to the month of February. Today happens to be 2nd. Yesterday was 1st. And of course, I'm welcoming you into the month of love. I expect each and every one of you out there sending in flowers for me right now. I'm just joking. Here we tend to give you interesting stories, top chatting drama from the world of arts, movie, fashion, and of course social media. Every single thing that has to do with entertainment. And we've got it all covered for you today. You know, the Grammys just have we're talking about is Grammy. And yes, social trend. We'll be looking at what actually trended during the weekend on social media. And we will be having the conversation segment, which you don't want to miss out on. But first of all, let's talk about what's trending. Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti has etched his name into history as the first African musician to be conferred with a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Recording Academy. The honor was bestowed posthumously at the 2026 Special Merit Awards in Los Angeles on Saturday, January 31st, a day before the main Grammy Awards ceremony. His children, Yeni, Kunle, Shalewa, and Femi Kuti, were present to receive the award on his behalf. While addressing the audience, Yeni Kuti thanked the Recording Academy and said she believed their father would be smiling down on us. She also recognized her siblings, Moturayo and Shehu, who were absent, and applauded her nephew, Made Kuti, for pushing Afrobeat to greater heights. Femi Kuti, in his remarks, expressed appreciation to those who have helped sustain and spread Afrobeat across the world, including DJs, media practitioners, their record label partisans, legal teams, and fans globally. He described the recognition as a milestone not just for their late father, but for Africa and the global fight for justice. Fela shared the posthumous honor with other celebrated figures in the global music. Among them was Whitney Houston, Chaka Khan, Cher and Paul Simons. And this is actually an interesting award so far, because think about it. Why exactly are they giving Fela award when he is late, when he is dead, right? Because trust me, most of the Gen Zs do not know him. We really do not know him. No, we just heard about him. We just, oh, Fela Anikulapo-Kuti, he's a pioneer of Afrobeat. Wow, wow, wow. You know, so he receiving an award right now means that he has actually left a legacy that can never ever be forgotten, whether we like it or not, right? Whether we like it or not, his songs actually sends the message. It actually shakes some certain places around the world, not just Africa, not just Nigeria, because you can't be recognized in Grammy if you don't have anything to make you recognize or even merit the award. So congratulations to his family. Should we say congratulations to him now? But we know he will be smiling and of course very, very proud. Now, Nigerian social media influencer Vincent Martin Ose, popularly known as Very Dark Man, has reacted to South African singer Tyler winning the Best African Music Performance category at the 2026 Grammys ahead of Nigerian stars Ira Star, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Omale, and Davido. Tyler won the Best African Music Performance category with her hit song Push to Start on Sunday night, making it her second win in the category since she won the inaugural award with Water in 2024. However, moments after Tyler was announced, Very Dark Man released a video questioning her triumph. The self-styled critic said he would have preferred Davido to win the award to create a balance between the Afrobeat big three, as his colleagues Burna Boy and Wizkid already won Grammys. So let's listen to what he said.
Again, Tyler again. Anyway, shout out to Davido, shout out to Burna Boy, shout out to Ira Star, shout out to Wizkid. You guys put in the effort. However, I'll be very honest, I really wanted David to win so that it will create balance. I like the cruise that goes there with the outsiders, with the 30 BGs and the FCs, you know. But anyways, it was a really beautiful song. With You is a really good song. And Love as well. Now Who Love Me, I Go Love is a good song. Give Me That is also a good song, but it is what it is. Anyways, sad. I wanted David to win that, for real.
That particular feeling is a feeling that most Nigerians are feeling now. It's like a mixed feeling that, oh my God, why not? I mean, if you can remember, Kata Efe actually put up a bet that Davido was going to win, right? I don't know how that is for him right now. But the truth is, we all expected that, oh, maybe Davido would have won. A whole lot of people were thinking that, okay, finally, Davido would get the award, right? Just as his colleagues like Wizkid and Burna Boy, they already have an award, right? Nobody was thinking that, oh, Tyler would come back with it. But at the end of the day, she did. The baby girl went home with the award for South Africa, and we're super proud of her for that. In fact, a big congratulations to her. It's not easy. We know that Grammy is a very big award. Like, it's global, right? So for you to be able to even be nominated means that, oh, they see you, right? They see you, they hear you, and they understand you. Let me sound like a motivational speaker, but yeah, they actually see you. It's not easy to be nominated. And of course, it's a bigger win to even win. So congratulations to Tyler, and we go harder next year. Maybe next year, Davido or Ira Star would come back with the award. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. Now, Kendrick Lamar dominated the 68th Annual Grammy Awards, sweeping all 4 rap categories. His album Jinx won Best Rap Album, while TV Off earned Best Rap Song. Luther featuring Senza won Best Melodic Rap Performance and Record of the Year, and Chains and Whip took Best Rap Performance. With these wins, Lamar surpassed Jay-Z to become the most awarded rapper in Grammy history with 27 awards. Elsewhere, Olivia Dean won Best New Artist, continuing the streak for female winners since 2017. Billie Eilish claimed Song of the Year for Wildflower. Bad Bunny made history as the first Spanish-language artist to win Album of the Year with Debbie Tarama's Photos. And then Pharrell Williams received the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award, while Beyoncé remains the most awarded artist ever with 35 Grammys. When I saw this and heard this, I was super wild. All right, let's listen to Kendrick Lamar's speech.
Echo what he said. This is what music is about. Luther Vandross. This is special for me. I gotta take my time because it's one of my favorite artists of all time. And they granted us the privilege to do our version of it. When we got that clearance, I promise you, we damn near all dropped a tear, because we know how much him and Cheryl Lynn poured into that record. And being able to put our vocals of it, it proves that we were somewhat worthy to be just as great as them individuals. And they granted us that, you know. They said no cursing though. Can't curse on it. That was the only thing, right? And we say, you know what? We're gonna do just that. No cursing, and we're gonna make sure that this song represents love. So I wanna appreciate and give thanks to SZA.
I just want to say thank you to Kendrick for lifting me up. I just am a small part of this record, but what I really wanted to say is, please don't fall into despair. I know that right now is a scary time. I know the algorithms tell us that it's so scary and all is lost. There's been world wars, there's been plagues, and we have gone on. We can go